Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm excited to present to you day 387, I believe, of Godcraft. Today we are opening our test server to the public, which is really a replica of our main server. And basically it offers you all the bells and whistles that a normal player plays. We ask you not to grief because I just want to put it out there, we're going to put you on MC bans and make your life annoying. But no, just don't grief. Let people actually come enjoy what Godcraft's about. Yeah, I think you guys will enjoy it. Now, there is a bit of griefing here and there from our testing, but we ask no more grief be added. So if you see some things that are really weird, like a house removed or a big weird ice strip somewhere, that was there from our testing. But anyways, we're really excited to test out the main server, well, the test server, which will be our main server, as well as the actual hardware itself. We have signed up for a new company called LethalDrive.com. We're a little worried because, you know, we're a large server and we're used to having root to our box and, you know, having all the power and control ever. But after meeting these people, having many conversations one-on-one, awesome support, they've really assured me that they really go beyond trying to provide really good service, really good uptime, and I want to even talk about that actually, because we worked something out. I kind of wanted to advertise them a bit because I think they're really awesome. So let me talk about them a bit. Product highlights, hosted exclusively on SoftLayer data centers. Now, if you're a bit of a nerd and have rented a server or know about servers, you've probably heard this company. Let's just say they're a prestige hosting company, a data center, and they're pretty amazing. They offer everything under the sun. Cisco Guard, which is DDoS and DOS protection. They offer, I think, like a 30-minute hardware downtime. So let's just say the hard drive's blue or the RAM blue. You'd probably be back up in 30 minutes, which is amazing for that. And the bandwidth, the connection, the different ISPs they have are insane. Expect anywhere in the world to actually get better ping than you ever have to Godcraft, except probably Australia people. Unfortunately, your government hates you guys. It's not us. We love you. We try our best. Your government just doesn't allow it. Yeah, so they also offer a sweet control panel to let you start, stop, and kill it. They have this amazing web console, which is almost identical to having like an SSH window that is really fast. It has all the information you would need to know, like how many servers are running on your node, the CPU usage, etc., etc. So if you're having issues and you think it's, you know, maybe somebody else on the server, you can actually see the details, you know, to make sure it's, you know, everything's going well. They offer a lot of information. They don't try to hide it from you. They try to make things a bit more public, which is really neat. I like companies who do that. The machines are ran on Intel Xeon quad-core Sandy Bridges. That was the E3 1270 models, I think, and that's running at the desktop speed one, the 2600s at 3.4 gigahertz. But I think they can support something stupid like a zillion gigs of RAM. They run at 16 gigs of RAM, and there's a reason for that. 16 gigs of RAM? What are you guys nuts? What are you dumb? This is why they only run at 16 gigs of RAM, and it costs them more because they could easily get 64 gig RAM machines or 48, but they do this for a reason, because they want to put less users per node and have more machines to spread out the load and offer better CPU time per user, rather than try to sell you out like these other companies who buy 48 gigs, 64 gigs RAM. What they do is they put like 50 of you on one single server, and then you're all fighting for the CPU time, and that is just horrendous. It's disgusting, it's sad, it's horrible. Not only that, they are using 4 Western Digital RE4s, the 500 gig ones, which are the latest hard drives, in RAID 10. With AppDeck, what was it, 5405Z RAID card with battery backup. Their hard drives are battery backed up. Have Have you ever heard something crazy like that? And then they have the Intel Pro, the 1 gig, or the 1000 megabit, 1 gig lines. So their bandwidth is, well, you don't have to worry about bandwidth. They don't charge you for bandwidth. They're pretty awesome. Not only that, we struck the deal with them to offer you lethaldrive.com/Godcraft. It goes directly to a sales page, but maybe one day we'll have like a nice little fancy page, maybe to show you a bit about Godcraft or something. But right now it goes right to their sales page, and what it offers you is something that the other sales page doesn't offer you, which is free MySQL, free branding, which basically when you log into 1.8, you see that message of the day. Usually other people will have a little message there. They have to pay for debranding. Other companies do this as well, especially when you're paying pretty cheap for the service. And there's going to be a coupon code in it, and if you type in Godcraft, you'll get 50% off your first month on basically any package you select, like your sliders. You'll have sliders, so how much memory you want, and etc. For people who are new, and I suggest people to try this out if you're ever considering it. I would say for your first server, go at least 512. I recommended 1024 megabytes of RAM. But theoretically, you can run about 5 people pretty stable at 256 megabytes of RAM. So, yeah, at 1024, you could probably do about 30 if they're kind of close. Like, if there's like 6 of you building in one area kind of thing, or a bunch of you building in one area. But I would only say about 20 for the best, recommendation. Not only that, depending on the zillion plugins you get, prices go up and down. But I believe this will offer you guys really, really, really good benefits. And they offer all these little packages. They even do RAM disk if you really wanted that. I don't think you'll need it, but you can get pretty good cheap RAM disk for, I think, up to 1 gig of space, which is not bad. The only thing they're a little low is on hard drive space, but honestly, you're not going to have these humongous worlds. I think they offer 512 at free cost or whatever, and that's enough for pretty much most small little servers, and to upgrade that costs you like nothing, which is pretty good. Their web panel, you can actually go to their website, lethaldrive.com, and test out their control panel, and actually can test out a trial server for 1 hour, and even test out things. Now, their control panel is a little featureless, but that is only a temporary thing. Over time, they're going to advance it and add more and more features to it. They're just trying to work on making their, everything perfect. And so it just takes time, but everything that you need is there. You have FTP, you have MySQL, and you can do it remotely, by the way. So if you use Navcat, or maybe you have a website that does a whitelist system that you want to automatically adding the players rather than having to add them yourself, you can do so much with it. And you get full control with the plugins and everything. You can pick what version of Bucket you want, or even vanilla. You got everything. It's really good. If a few of you just want to make a little creative server for maybe testing your creations on Godcraft, or if you're a viewer who wants to make your own server, it's a great opportunity. And sorry I'm going on this nonstop, but I've talked to these people. They're wonderful. I've spent probably, I don't know, 10 hours in chat talking back and forth, and they're really, really wonderful people. And I think they're worth giving a try for sure. What else am I going to say? So yeah, we're going to have an open test server. When you see this video, connect to test.godcraft.com. Even feel free to ping it around the world. You'll notice the ping is pretty good. Probably lower than the old Godcraft server. Unless if you ping godcraft.com, then you'll get a really, really low ping. That's on a clouded network system, which is like a proxy type thing, and yeah, that's just for the website part though, so you won't get an accurate reading from there. But yeah, come on, explore the world, tell your friends, tell the world, tell them Godcraft is here, and don't forget to check out lethaldrive.com and test out their trial. You'll be amazed how 256 megabytes of RAM, get 4 or 5 of your friends on there, actually works. You guys can walk around, play around, have fun, enjoy it, and yeah, I think that's about it. I think that wraps up this video. And check my comment or description below for more information from Lethal Drive. And if you have any comments or questions, ask them in the below. Or if it's for Lethal Drive, you can even send them a support ticket, and I'm sure they'll respond to you pretty soon. Yeah, I think that's about it. I'm really tired, actually. I've been working late. It's 7:30 a.m. right now when I'm recording this video. But yeah, I think this is going to be great. And this company hopefully will solve Godcraft's problems. We've been with probably almost 10 companies now. We've had hard drive failures. We've had hardware failures, which is basically hard drive failures. Hard drive failures, network failures. We had RAM failures. All these companies, they must go to Newegg and say, we have a clearance sale, and they buy the hardware, they throw it in, and oh, I'm so tired of it. So I'm happy to be with a professional company that will refund me if their servers go down, basically. If their servers are blown up and they can't solve it within a few minutes, I'm not a few minutes, but, you know, a realistic time, they will offer you a refund. Well, you have to ask, I guess, but I'm just giving you an idea that they're, you know, if it's their fault, they're not people who are going to be asses about it, put it that way. But yeah, I'm excited. So check out test.godcraft.com 1.8.1, and you guys have fun, and check out lethaldrive.com.